Good evening. It's 5:45. Welcome to Alchemy Yoga's Thursday evening 26 and 2 class, 26 asanas, 2 breathing exercise. I'm Keith. I'll be your instructor tonight. I'll be demoing the poses and talking you through it as well, giving you the dialogue. Tonight we'll be doing one set of everything like for the past couple weeks here, and soon enough we'll be getting back together and doing the full practice. Perfect. So let's get together. We'll meet each other on the center of our mat. Give you a second here to get your door closed. I'm just going to wet my whistle here. Get your mat together. Kids out of the room. Perfect. Got your second to get everything together. We'll now meet each other on the center of our mat. Bring our toes and heels together. Bring the awareness to our feet and ground ourselves. Honor our work tonight. Thank you for showing up. We'll stack the knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips, head over the shoulders. One nice straight line. We'll bring our concentration into the pranayama breathing. Interlace your fingers. Place them underneath the chin. And exhale. Let's begin. Elbows all the way up towards the ceiling. Nice tight legs. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. Palms together. Wrists together. Elbows together. And inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. All the way back. Legs contracted. Elbows together. Away from you as far as possible. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Nice full lungs. Hold it. Exhale. Nice HA sound using your throat. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Nice straight spine. No back bending. Just the head moves back. Elbows together. Inhale. Stomach in, full lungs. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Elbows all the way up to the ceiling. Full lungs as much as possible. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale for your last one. Legs tight, stomach in, full lungs as much as possible. Elbows all the way up towards the ceiling. Hold it. Exhale. Arms down side. Roll the shoulders if you need. All right. Perfect. We'll begin with half moon. Arms up over your head. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, thumbs crossed. No, really squish those hands together. Nice tight grip. Arms always with the ears throughout this entire posture. Stretch up towards the ceiling and slowly bend yourself left and right. Left and right. We use this as a moment to let our body know what we're up to. We're not quite warmed up. Left and right, left and right. You want to go fast or slow, up to you. Just each time you go through center, try and reach up and touch the ceiling. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's everyone meet in the middle. Readjust the arms, lock the elbows, hands together, squish those hands together. Hips forward, upper body leaning back. Stretch up out of the ceiling. Stretch up out of the waist. Try and touch the ceiling. Nice big full lungs, and slowly bend yourself to the right. Push your hips towards the left, beyond their flexibility. If you have a mirror in front of you and you're lucky enough to see, maybe you need to bring your right shoulder forward, keep 2 shoulders in one line. Maybe your left hip forward to keep your 2 hips in one line. Body weight distributed evenly over both feet. Sometimes we lean to one side more than the other. Inhale, come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up, stop in the middle, stretch up out of the waist, and slowly bend yourself to the left. Push your hips out to the right beyond their flexibility. Body weight distributed evenly over both feet. Maybe this time your left shoulder forward to keep 2 shoulders in one line. Right hip forward to keep 2 hips in one line. Upper body back. Chin up. Come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up, stop in the middle. I'm going to turn to the side here. Relax the head back. Squeeze those hands together and reach up towards the ceiling. Relax your head back one more time. Now squeeze those hands. Reach up towards the ceiling one more time and bring your arms back and try and get your arms even with your ears. Upper body coming back first. Arms, now squeeze, reach, come back. Squeeze, reach, come back. Now push your hips, stomach, legs, everything forward towards the mirror. You're trying to fall down backwards, upper back, middle back, lower back, and change. Come up, stretch up, bend the knees a little bit, arms with the ears, forward fold until the hands touch the ground. Move the hips several times, left and right, left and right. Relax the head. Let it nod, yes. Give it a shake, no. Move those hips. You want to get down low and wiggle, do so. This is our back. This is our movement from back bend to forward bend. I'll give you a minute. We're all not that warmed up yet. All right. Shake it out. Relax that head. All right. Everyone, let's get back to it. Bend them knees. Get that stomach right on the thighs. Reach around with the hands. Place each hand underneath the heels, just the tips of the fingers, baby fingers side by side. Now try and glue those elbows together. Try and get them close to each other as possible and pull on the heels. Now we've got compression between the chest and the thighs. Relax the head down and lift the hips. And keep pulling. Pulling is the object of stretch. It is the object of this stretch. All right, we've got compression between the legs and the chest, the stomach. The head is relaxed down towards the toes. Keep pulling. Try and get those elbows a little bit closer behind. Lift them hips a little bit more. Roll body weight into the toes. And pull one more time. And change. Arms out in front of you. Nice straight back. Come up. Nice and slow and controlled. Stretch up. Arms down side. As Mary says every Sunday, good morning. That'll get us going. All right, next we'll move on to awkward. Right foot steps out. Heels invisible behind the toes. Looks like a perfect H or a number 11. Arms up. Contract those arms nice and tight. Pecs are contracted, lats are contracted, arms are nice and tight. All right, from here, push that bum back as far as it goes till it's nice and rude, and sit down with a nice straight spine. We're trying to keep 6 inches between the toes, knees, and hands. Stomach in, spine straight. Relax those shoulders down and bring them back, and sit down a little bit lower. Contract those arms nice and tight. It makes you not think about the legs. And change. Come up. Keep your arms there. Stand up on your toes, maximum like a ballerina. Recontract the arms. Everything's nice and tight. Now sit down, nice and low. Hips over heels. Sit into the chair, not below the chair. Knees up, heels up. Spine straight, stomach in. Sit down a little bit lower. Recontract those arms nice and tight. And change. Come up. Bring your heels down. Bring your toes or bring your knees together. Squish them together nice and tight. This is your stopper. This is how you can go down controlled all the way. All right. Spine straight. Arms tight. Knees squished together nice and tight. Slowly come down like you're sliding against the wall. Shoulders and hips. Nice straight line. Once you're all the way down, come up a half inch off the heels. Knees forward and down. Recontract the arms. From the side you look like a perfect box. And change. Slowly come up. Just as slow as we went down. Right foot back to left. Arms downside. Moving on to eagle. Arms up overhead. Identify your right arm. Swing it underneath your left. Cross your hands. Twist them like ropes. Eventually bring your palms together. If you're unable to do that, interlace your hands. Either way, pull it down nice and low. Feel it in your shoulders. Take a second here. All right, let's move forward. Sit down nice and low. Sit into that chair. Right leg up and over the left. Cross it around, twist like ropes. 5 toes visible to the front. Squish the hands together, pull down the elbows. Body weight in the heel. Spine straight, traction the spine. Stomach in. Sit down nice and low. A little bit lower. Knees to the left, upper body to the right. No, that's backwards. Upper body to the left, knees to the right. Sit down a little bit more and change. Right leg down, arms up overhead. Left arm swings underneath the right. Cross your hands. Hands, palms together, thumbs in front of your nose, pinkies away from you. If you want to interlace the fingers, do so. Pull it down nice and low. Sit down nice and low into that chair again. Lower we sit, the easier it is to lift that left leg nice and high and around and cross it around to get those toes facing the front. Traction the spine, stomach in, body weight into the heel. Sit down nice and low. The lower we sit, that foot slides down the calf. Pull the elbows down, stomach in, spine straight. Sit a little bit lower and change. Left leg down, arms up overhead. Traction the spine and arms back down. That was a quick warm up. 3 postures in or whatever it is. Grab yourself a drink, party time, wet the whistle. We're just going to flow through this class. Super quick. Oh, sorry, I didn't move the mic. Probably glugged in your ear. Apologize. All right, next, standing head to knee. I'll move to this side here. Shift your weight to your left leg. Hands on your hips. Lift up that right leg. Nice and high. Thighs parallel to the floor. Foot's flexed. Standing leg is nice contracted. Everything in the front, everything from the back, the glute, all the way down to the heel is nice and tight. Spine straight. If you want to move on forward from this, let's do this. Interlace this fingers, suck the stomach in, round down and pick up that foot. Bring that foot nice and low. Around the height of your other knee. Foot still flexed. Contract that standing leg. If we're going to move on together, inhale, breathing, and kick out. Kick that heel. Both legs from the side look like a perfect L, upside down L. Pull those toes back. Stretching the Achilles tendon. Contract that standing leg. We'll move on together. Lower the elbows down towards the calf. Pull it in real nice and tight. Keep pulling. Kick that heel forward. All right, head to knee. Tuck your chin. Round down. Place your exact forehead on your knee for 1, 2, 3. Come out the exact opposite way you went in. Right leg down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. It's a big posture. We'll move on to the left side. Shift your weight to your right leg. Hands on hips. Pick up your left leg. Thighs parallel to the floor. Your foot is flexed. If you have a mirror in front of you, look at your hips. Square your hips. 2 shoulders in one line. Recontract that standing leg. All right, let's move on together. Suck the stomach in. Round down. Pick up the foot exactly 2 inches below the toes. Thumbs included in that grip. Foot's flexed, bring it nice and low around the height of your right knee. Recontract your right leg. Inhale, breathing. Gently, left leg kicks out. Kick that heel out. Toes towards your nose, flexing that Achilles tendon. Arms are straight. Both legs are contracted. They look like a perfect L, upside down L. All right, let's move forward. Bend those elbows down. Squish that calf. Tuck your chin to your chest. And round down and place your exact forehead on your knee. For 1, 2, 3. Come out the exact opposite way you went in. Left leg down. In through the nose, out through the nose. Move on to standing bow pulling. Right arm out in front of you. Bring it out to the right. Drop it down. Pick up the right ankle from the inside. 5 fingers together at the ankle crease. Middle finger should be in the middle of the ankle crease. Relax that right shoulder back. Contract the standing leg. Left arm stretches up towards the ceiling. Now kick and stretch is equal. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. The more you kick and stretch, eventually, over time, it'll bring your body down parallel. Just kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into the hand to come out. Right leg down, left arm down. All right, move on to the left side. Left hand come up. Bring it out to the side. Drop it down. Pick up the left foot from the inside. 5 fingers together. 2 knees side by side. Standing leg contracted. Left shoulder relaxes back. Right arm up in front of you. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Now simultaneously, kick and stretch equal. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. And as you kick over time, that'll eventually bring your body down parallel to the floor. Stretch that hand forward. Kick up. Come down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick into the hand to come up. Stretch up. Left leg down, right arm down. In through the nose, out through the nose. All right, standing bow or standing balancing stick. Step to the back of your mat. Arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, thumbs crossed. Squeeze those hands together and keep those arms with the ears. Right leg step forward. A nice big step. Come up on those toes. Contract that left leg. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Now body comes down, leg comes up. Body comes down, leg comes up. You're looking 4 feet in front of you. Stretch those fingers towards the mirror or in front of you. Stretch those toes backwards, point the toes, and come down and stretch. 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 Come up, change. Feet back together. Left leg steps forward. Come up on the right toes. Distribute the body weight evenly over the left foot. Squish those hands together. Keep the arms with the ears. Stretch up. Now body come down, leg comes up. Body comes down, leg comes up. Point those legs, point those toes to the back. Stretch your fingers forward. Come down and stretch, stretch, stretch. Come up. Arms downside. Breathing normal. Move on to separate leg stretching. Come to the top of your mat. Arms up overhead. Right foot steps out. Arms come down parallel to the floor. From here, everything from the waist down, nice and tight. Contract it. Bring the body weight into your toes. And forward fold with the chin forward. All the way down. Come all the way down. If you want to stop, put your hands on the floor to keep a nice straight spine. Perfectly fine. If you can move forward, grab the outsides of the feet. Or if you want to grab the heels, body weight in the toes. Legs are nice and tight. Now pull on whatever you've got to lengthen that spine. Drop your head, tuck your chin to your chest. Try and get the top of your forehead to touch in between the big toes. And come down. Traction the spine from the heels to the hips and from the hips to the forehead, stretching in two opposite directions. And change. Come up. Right foot back to left. Arms downside. Breathe in normal. Move on to triangle. Arms up overhead. Right foot steps out, a big step. Arms come down parallel. Now turn that right foot out. It's nice and parallel to that front wall. Now sit down nice and low. Thighs parallel to the floor, knees stacked over the ankle. Left leg is straight, foot's flat on the floor. Glutes contracted. Spine straight in the middle. Inhale breath. Move both arms. Now slowly sink that right elbow down to that right knee. Turn your chin to your shoulder. Look up towards your left hand thumb. Stretch that hand up. Stretch that right hand down towards the big toe. Re-engage that left glute that helps push back the right knee with the help of the right elbow, with a small spine twist here at the end. And change. Come up. Right foot in. Left foot out. Sit down nice and low. Thighs parallel to the floor. Knees stacked over the ankle. Right leg straight. Foot's flat on the floor. Right glutes engaged. Gives a bit of a hip twist. Brings the right hip forward. Spine straight in the middle. Move both arms. And slowly sink into it. Left elbow down to the left knee. Turn your shin towards your shoulder. Stretch up. You're looking up towards your right hand, big thumb. Re-engage that right glute, brings that right hip forward, pushes back the left knee with the help of the left elbow. And finally at the end, a spinal twist. And change. Come up. Left foot turns back in. Right foot back to the left, arms up overhead. Stretch up and arms downside. We're flowing through it pretty quick. It's a fast moving series, especially when we just get them all going, flowing. You guys are doing awesome. All right. Separate leg stretching, head to knee. Arms up overhead. Interlace your hands, hands in prayer position. Interlace, no, just hands in prayer position. Right foot steps out, a big step. Pivot on those heels towards the back of your mat. Your left foot is facing the top left corner of your mat. 2 hips are in one line. 2 shoulders are in one line. Engage the insides of the thighs to keep yourself nice and solid. Stretch up. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And with the help of the arms on the back of the head, round down 1 vertebrae at a time until the forehead touches the knee. If you need to bend the knee to get the forehead to touch the knee, do so. If the hands come apart, push those hands into the floor to get extra rounding of the spine. If the hands are still in together, try and drag your fingers towards your toes to get higher on your hairline towards your knee. More body weight in the front foot to keep 2 hips in one line. Left leg straight, solid, contracted, eyes open, throat's choked, breathing normal, and change. Hands back out in front of you, palms together. Come up, around the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head up last. Pivot 185 degrees. If you lost some space, walk that left foot out in front of you a little bit. Again, bring your right hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4 times to keep 2 hips in one line, 2 shoulders in one line. Right leg's solid, contracted, foot's flat on the floor. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and with the help of your arms, round down 1 vertebrae at a time until your forehead touches the knee. If you need to bend the knee to get the forehead to touch, do so. It's okay. Forehead's got to touch the knee before this pose has even started. The arms are still in front of you. Squeeze those hands together. Try and drag your fingertips towards your big toe, getting higher up on the hairline on your knee. If your hands have come apart, push those hands into the floor to get extra rounding of the spine. Body weight into that front left foot to get 2 hips in one line. Right leg is straight. All right, change. Hands back out in front of you. Come up, unround the spine. 1 vertebrae at a time. Stretch up, pivot. Right foot back to left. Arms down side. Perfect. You guys are doing beautiful. We'll move on to tree, and we'll flow tree right into toe. Bring your feet together, heels and toes touching. Shift your body weight into your left leg. Interlace your fingers. Pick up your right knee 2 inches below the shin or below the knee on the shin, and bring it in nice and tight. Standing when removing. From here, with the help of your left hand, grab your left foot. Bring it up nice and high into the center of your costume, and slowly, gently allow that knee down. Over time, 2 knees in one line from the side, and 2 knees together side by side. We'll get there. Tighten the glutes, no duck butt. This will open the front side of the hips for us. Traction the spine, 2 hips in, or 2 shoulders in one line. 2 hips should also be in one line. Foot pushing into the floor. Traction that spine. Try and get as tall as you can. Right hand up in front of you. Now we move right into toe stand. Drop the head down and look 4 feet in front of you. If this is all you have for toe stand, you're doing perfect. If you want to move forward, bend at the hips. Place the hands on the floor. Body weight into the hands, and bend the knee. Hips onto the heel. Walk your hands side by side. You're still staring at your stair spot 4 feet in front of you. Traction your spine. If you want to bring your left hand up, and then your right hand up. Last to come up is your gaze. I'm not there tonight. And change. Hands back out in front of you. Put your weight into your hands. Push yourself up. Come up. We all meet back in tree. Right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg. Interlace your fingers. Pick up your knee 2 inches below the knee on the shin. Standing when removing. Contract that standing leg. Now with the help of the right hand, Pick up your left foot and bring it up high as possible, and slowly, gently let that left knee come down. Over time, 2 knees in one line, 2 knees side by side. Traction the spine. If you want to engage the glutes to release the front side hips, do so now. 2 hips in one line, 2 shoulders in one line. Left hand up. If you can bring the right hand up, do so now. And we'll move right into toe. We look down, 4 feet in front of us. We bend at the hips. Bring the body weight into the hands. And slowly bend down that knee until the hips are on the heel. Walk your hands either side of you. Traction the spine. If you want to bring your left hand up to the center of your chest and your right hand, if you're balancing there correctly, perfectly, last to come up is the gaze. And change. Walk your hands out in front of you again. Body weight into the hands. Come up. We all meet in tree. Left leg down. And I honor your work. Thank you for showing up, working so hard, so quickly. Let's get down into Savasana. Use this time proficiently, quickly. Get our blood flow back. So heels together, toes fall open. We can roll those shoulder blades underneath. Hands, palms facing up. Arms in close to the body. We pick one stair spot on the ceiling. In through the nose, out through the nose. I'll give us a minute Savasana here. You guys have worked super hard for the first part of your class. Keeping your stair spot, in through the nose, out through the nose. 20 more seconds. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. Let you know you're back with me. All right. Now the real yoga begins. The floor yoga. Right leg lifts up. Interlace your fingers. Place them on your shin 2 inches below the knee and pull that right knee in nice and tight, avoiding your rib cage towards your right shoulder. Elbows close to the body. Both shoulders relaxed evenly on the floor. Tuck your chin towards your chest. This is the one time it's okay to have as many chins as possible. We're working the thigh right here. And pull it in nice and extra tight here. Feel that on the right side. Freeze. Hold it there. And change. Right leg down. We feel that flush. Blood rushing back in through the hip. Left leg comes up. Interlace those fingers 2 inches below the knee. Pull that left knee in nice and tight towards that left shoulder. We avoid the rib cage. Elbows close to the body. Chins tucked. Shoulders relaxed, equal pressure on each shoulder. If you need to pull in extra tight with the right hand, pull that right shoulder down and in a bit. Chins tucked. Pull in a little bit extra tight here. Feel it, freeze, hold it, and change. Left leg down. Feel that flush through that left leg. Immediately, both legs come up. We try and reach around and grab our opposite elbows each other over top the knees. Chins tucked, feet relaxed, side by side. Pull on those elbows, squish those knees in, pull it in. We're looking through that little diamond between the forearms and the knees. Knees come together and in. Chins tucked. Now, let's try and imagine out of our third eye, slowly lowering each vertebrae down onto the floor until our tailbone touches. And change. Both feet down. Arms in close to the body. Roll the shoulders. Heels touch. Feet fall open. A little mini Savasana here. All right, we transition with a straight leg sit up. Flex your feet. Bring your toes towards your nose. Arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers. Cross your thumbs. Hands in butterfly position. Inhale, breathing. Quickly sit up. Exhale, breathing. Grab the big toes. Double jerk. Excellent job, guys. We'll turn around and lay onto the stomach. For Cobra, hands underneath your shoulders, tops of the fingers just underneath the tops of the shoulders. Distribute the weight evenly over the hands. Now our Cobra tail, engage those legs. Glutes are tight, knees come up off the floor, chins out. Now, inhale, breathing. Come up using 100% of your back strength. Yes, until just the hips are touching. Stomach, belly buttons on the floor. Push those hands into the floor to try and get a 90-degree bend in the elbows. Look up. Where the eyes go, the body follows. Legs are tight, come up and change. All right, arms down to the side. Flip your hands down so the palms are facing the floor. Work your arm underneath of you. Each arm side by side. Baby fingers touching side by side. Elbows invisible underneath the body. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Chins out. Relax that left leg. Right leg comes up 1 inch off the floor. Point those toes and slide a penny up that back wall. Oh, a nickel. We don't have pennies. Bring it up. 45 degrees. Legs tight. Come up, and change. All right, relax that right leg. Left leg comes up 1 inch off the floor. You've got that nickel on that back wall, and you're going to slide that nickel up that wall. Bring it up halfway up that wall, 45 degrees, half a 90. Come up, and change. Left leg down. For this third part, if you want to readjust your elbows, bring them closer in. Fingers side by side, do so now. If you also want, from here, try and reach down those toes, those fingers towards your toes. That'll bring your shoulders onto the floor. Kiss the floor, bring your mouth to the floor. Now, contract those legs. Inhale, breathing. Both legs come up off the floor. Hold it. Come up. Struggle a little bit more. Come up and change. Both legs down. Immediately, both arms come out. I'm going to give you a quick Savasana here. Left ear touch the floor. All right. Right ear touch the floor. Stretch out both sides of the neck. Beautiful. We'll move along to airplane. Arms out in front of you. We look like a capital T. It's in line with the top of your head. Engage those legs. Contract it. Everything from the waist down. The tighter is lighter. Exhale, breathing, and come up. Arms are in line with the top of the head. Legs are nice and contracted. Come up. Legs come up, and change. Everything comes back down to the floor. Arms back down to your side. Bend those knees. And grab each foot, each other, right about on top of the laces, where you would have your laces. Chins out. Arms are straight. Wrists are straight. 6 inches between the feet and the knees. Exhale, breath. And as we inhale, breathe, come up. Kick into your hands. Just kick. The arms are just kind of holding there. Come up. Kick. And change. Legs back down. Arms back down. Right ear to the floor. Or left ear to the floor. Switch it around, right ear to the floor. Now we've had an equal stretch. Arms underneath you for a nice strong push-up. Come up. And we'll move right into fix firm. Sit hips on heels, knees together, heels together. All right. From here, body weight into the hands. Separate the feet. And sit down, hips between the heels. Heels are always touching the hips. One thing throughout the body. Or one thing throughout this pose. If the knees come off the floor, you've gone too far. They can separate as wide as China, but you don't want them up off the floor. From here, traction the spine, right hand to the right foot, left to the left, and slowly come down. Elbow, elbow. If you want to relax the head back, go further. Top of the head, then the back of the head, then eventually over time, shoulders relaxed on the ground. Knees can come wide, but just not off the ground. Arms up overhead. Grab the elbows each other and pull the elbows into the ground and lift that chest towards the ceiling, creating a natural human bridge. And change. Exit out the exact opposite way you went in. Elbow, elbow. Come up. Turn around. We're going to take a 1 minute Savasana, not a 1 minute, a 1 second Savasana, sorry here. It's important to let those knees flush out. This is a big pose for ankles, knees, hips. All right, but we'll move along, guys. Flex your feet, toes to your nose, contract your glutes, contract your abs, arms up over your head, thumbs crossed, hands in butterfly position. Inhale, breathing quickly, sit up. Exhale, breathing, grab your big toes, double jerk. Forehead to knee, nice fluid motion. All right, turn around. We're going to half tortoise and then cobra. Sit, hips on heels, fixed firm position or firm position. Arms up overhead, hands in prayer position. Traction that spine. Squish those knees together and slowly forward fold. Coming down. Once you're all the way down, squish those hands together and lift the wrists. Now just the knife edge of our pinkies are touching. We relax our heels, our hips to our heels. We try and kiss the mat. Now our spine is in a perfect straight line. Stretch those arms forward and try and relax those hips back to the heels. 100% traction of the spine here. And bring the awareness back to the core. And come up. Arms downside. Stand up on your knees for camel. We've got 6 inches between the knees and the feet. Spine straight. Place our hands on our lower back or higher back. You can create more rounding of the upper spine. Hands lower is into the lower spine. Whatever feels good for you. I like up high. That's just me. Traction the spine. Relax the head back. Inhale, exhale, come back. Push those hips forward. And come back to what feels comfortable for you here. If you've got the hips or the hands on the hips still, that's totally perfect. If you want to grab the heels with the right hand, left hand grab the left heel, fingers inside, thumbs outside. Lift that chest towards the ceiling. Drive those hips towards the front of your mat. Mouth closed, eyes open, breathing normal. Change. Hands to the back. Slowly come up. Sit down, hips on heels. We'll take a second here before moving into rabbit. I know Cobra plays some funky stuff, brings up colors, emotions. It's designed to that way. When we can work through that, we learn to take it anywhere else within the world. We're safe here. It's a supported back bend. You're perfectly safe. All right, we'll move in to rabbit. Heels, knees together, heels together, hips on heels. If you want to move your towel onto your mat or your mat onto your heels, traction the spine. Take the hands to the back, thumbs outside, slide them down. Now we've got the grip of our heels, fingers inside, thumbs outside. Tuck your chin to your chest and round down and place your exact forehead on your knees. Pull on the heels as much as possible and lift that hips towards the ceiling. Top of the head touching. Littlest weight on the top of the head. If there's a little gap between the knees and the forehead, walk the knees forward. But pull on those hips and lift those heels. Eyes are open. and change. Come back down. Unround the vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. All right, we'll move into separate leg stretching. Right leg out, left leg comes in. Sole of the foot creating pressure on the inside of that thigh. Traction the spine, interlace the fingers, arms up over your head. Turn to the right, tuck your chin towards your chest. And grab the ball of your foot. Forehead touching your knee. If you need to bend the knee to get the forehead to touch, do so. That's perfectly fine. But from here, pull on the ball of the foot. And left shoulder rolls in, rolls in, rolls in. Come up, change. Left foot out, right foot in. Sole of the foot creates pressure. Interlace the fingers. Traction the spine towards the left. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Round down and place the exact forehead on the knee. If the leg needs to bend to get the forehead to touch, perfectly fine. It's the connection we're looking for there. Right shoulder drops down and rolls in, rolls in, rolls in. Change. Come up. Immediately, we'll do the 1 second back bend. As soon as the shoulders touch, inhale, breathing, come up. Exhale, breathing, double jerk. Grab the big toes. With the index fingers, walk your bum back 10, 15 times. Feet like you're walking on the mirror. Traction the spine and pull yourself forward. Traction the spine and pull yourself forward. Traction, pull. And we'll use this 1 second to do whatever feels good. Forward fold to you here. And change. Come up. Last spinal twist. Left leg straight. Unless you want to bend the left legs and both sit bones are touching the floor, perfectly fine. I keep my left leg straight, right leg up and over, heel close to the left knee, right hand behind you. Traction the spine, left hand up and over. Push that knee back with the help of your left elbow and grab your left knee. Traction the spine, turn, look over your shoulder. Now with the right hand, try and grab your left thigh and twist, twist, twist. Head comes back first. Untwist, counter twist. All right, right leg straight. Unless you want to bend it, but make sure both sit bones on the floor. Left leg would be up and over. Left hand props the spine. Right hand stretches up, reaches across, pushes back that left knee to grab that right knee. Now, head looks over the shoulder. Traction and twist. Traction and twist. Now, left hand tries to grab that right thigh. Traction, twist, traction, twist. Head comes back first. Untwist the spine. Small counter twist. And last but not least, Kapalbhati breathing. We begin class with breathing. We end class with breathing. This one's good for our digestive system. All right. If you're sitting in lotus, maybe hands behind you to prop that spine nice and straight to give us access to the diaphragm instead of all slunched over. Same thing, sitting in firm position, hands on our knees, arms are nice and straight, props that spine straight, gives us access to that diaphragm. All right, for Kapalbhati breathing, all we're looking for is the exhale breath. Inhale breath takes care of itself. So, exhale there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Namaste, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Normally it's your 2 minutes of asana. Take this time. It's super important. And I thank you for showing up on your Thursday class. I do hear rumors that there might be yoga in a park for us coming soon. That would be super cool. If that's something you're interested, let us know. I'd love to see all you guys again. I can't wait to see your faces. Thank you again so much for showing up on your Thursday. I'll see you Sunday for Mary's class. Thank you guys. Take care.